asleep.
Yeah, we got Clive Barker's The Midnight Meat Train.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Midnight Meat Train. How can we forget it? What's it about?
Sounds like a porno.
It's
Midnight Meat Train.
I mean, it's Clive Barker, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was some kind of
yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, there's definitely got to be an innuendo there for him.
Yeah,
absolutely. Come on.
I think it's a fantastic investigation. Like, it's a mystery, right? You're trying to uncover what is going on with this. I can never remember the English soccer player's name who was big at this time.
I love him.
But I know he's so great. I'd like to see him more in comedic roles. But he's like dead serious in this. He's a huge dude, very intimidating, and you're just following an early start, I think, for Bradley Cooper in this as well. As he's trying to uncover what's going on. He's a photographer. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. Was he like a photojournalist or just a photographer?
Oh, I can't remember that. I saw it when it first came out, so I only remember him taking pictures. Yeah.
I think he's just a photographer because I think I remember a scene where he's trying to sell off his photo and the lady's like, you got to get like to the real nitty gritty of what dirty New York looks like or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Man, that's a really great movie, and I feel like it got a lot of hate whenever it came out. Like, it got critically crapped upon by people, but it seems like people actually like it in the horror community.
I mean, definitely the story of horror. Anytime there's something new, and especially a new concept, it's just like, oh, it's horror, so we're just gonna give it bad marks, and then 2 to 5 years later, it's like, this movie's actually freaking awesome. It's like, yeah, we've been telling you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Have you seen that, Sam?
Midnight Meat Train?
Yeah.
No, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
So that's why I wrote it down, and I was like, Brendan, you can bring it up.
Oh, the Midnight Meat. We need to make the Midnight Meat Train to Georgia. That's the movie that I want to see. Okay, let's see. Oh, My Last Train is Derailed. Has anyone seen that?
Nope.
No.
Oops, I spelled it wrong. Derailed. This is, I can't remember where this movie was made, but Lance Henriksen is in it. Murder Mystery Train. So, Murder Mystery Train derails. It falls into the river, and they have to survive.
Okay.
They find creatures in there. So let me read you my review, because it actually surprised me. Most people give it pretty low ratings, but I gave it a 3.5 for originality because it starts out just like you think it's just going to be like a slasher, a murder mystery train slasher, which is kind of cool already. But I said it might be predictable in some ways, but I promise you've never seen a murder mystery / train robbery / creature from the Black Lagoon story before.
Okay.
I'm sold.
That sounds fun to me.
Because
that sounds up his alley.
Yeah, because you think it's going to be this, and then the train robbery happens, and you're like, it's a train robbery movie, and then it changes into the creature in the lake. So let's talk about bloody buses. We've referenced some buses, and there's some famous ones that we know about, like in Jeepers Creepers. Maybe in Trick or Treat, there's a famous bus sequence in that movie.
It's like a shuttle bus movie.
Ooh.
It's called Shuttle.
Oh my, have I seen that?
I think you have, because I always look on Letterboxd to see which of my friends have seen movies. I want to say you had a rating on there, but I could be wrong. I just watched it for the first time last week. No, you haven't?
No, I haven't.
Oh, maybe it was someone else then. I picked it up at the Antique Mall for a few bucks, and I ended up just watching it because I knew this episode was coming up. I wanted to check it out, and it was surprisingly all right. Like, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but it was right up my alley. It's about two girls that just get home from Mexico, and they're at the airport, and they end up taking a shuttle bus to try and get home, and bad things happen. Yeah, these people, there's more people on this shuttle bus too, and yeah, they end up like it's got like a captivity aspect to it. And like I at first I was like, oh, I don't know if this movie's gonna be very good. Like I'm gonna zone out on my phone. And then something happened and I was like, oh, I'm intrigued now. And then like I started watching and then I like ended up on my phone again. And then something else happened and I was like, oh, wait a minute. And like things just kept happening that kept piquing my interest. And then by the end of it, I love the ending personally. I don't know how other people will feel about it. So the people on Twitter or X or whatever that complain about movies going like too far and covering dark content and stuff, I'm the girl that supports those movies because that shit actually creeps me out. So yeah, don't know how other people will feel about the ending, but I enjoyed it.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the other things about transportation and public transportation. You don't know who's driving the thing most of the time. And so that's kind of what if they just decide to take you wherever they want to go. That's pretty terrifying to think about. And I thought of that when I was in Costa Rica too. The person who picked me up from the airport was just this random taxi guy, and he took me to some place and just left me in the taxi for like 45 minutes while he went somewhere, and I didn't know where he went. And I was like, is he going to take me to my place, or is he just going to leave me in this random parking lot wherever he is? So of course he took me to where I was going eventually, but you don't know sometimes, you know.
It's scary. When I was in China, we went to a trade show. It was for work, and I ended up getting really high blood sugar that day, and it was like going up like dangerously high, and I got to a point where I was like feeling like crap because of it, and I almost had a panic attack because like I was like, I need to get out of here because otherwise my blood sugar will not come down if I'm like in this high stress situation. So I told my mom, I'm like, I'm sorry, like I'll pay for a cab, but I need to get the hell out of here. And the cab would have had to drive me like an hour to the hotel. And she's like, well, you're not going alone. And she made my sister go with me, and she's taking pictures of the license plate. And like, I get it, I'm in another country, but I was like, I just need to get out of this place. But you don't know who's driving you, right? Like it could be someone that's not an actual cab driver or whatever. So yeah, this movie is one of those situations. Shuttle, it's creepy.
Yeah, black cab with
Immediately on my
list. You know, I think we have some taxi movies out there for sure. Let's see, what are we on? I already forgot. Buses,
yeah, sorry. Shuttle bus. That's how I threw that in there.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Brenda, do you have any buses?
Not really. I do have a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 opening with the school bus, of course. You got Freddy driving the bus out in the middle of nowhere, and then the ground gives way all around, and then Freddy is coming for you. It's a scary sequence, I guess. What?
Brilliant. I love that sequence. That was on my list as well. I also have a Shortcut. Has anyone seen this movie?
No.
So they're gonna take it's like I think it's friends on a bus. So they're gonna take a shortcut through the woods. They get stuck in the woods, and there's a creature around them. So lots of similarities to Monster in that sense, or any of these movies where people get trapped in the woods and they can't get out for some reason, and there's a monster around them. This one's a little more cerebral than that, and there's some paranormal stuff attached to it. So that's pretty decent, I guess. There was one in my research. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, just real quick. This is one I have not seen, but I think is a recommendation because I saw a screenshot from it that was really exciting to me. And it's called Tag from 2015. And this is a bus movie, so people on a bus. I don't want to give it away though.
I just saw the poster for that, literally, and I don't know why or how. Oh, I was looking up transportation horror.
I was gonna say you're looking at movies before.
I was looking up transportation horror, and I saw that one, and I was like, "Ooh, that might look good. I should watch that." Yeah, I'm gonna rewrite that down.
It seems like it has a ghost ship opening scene moment in it. So that's what I'm excited about. That also was one of my big fears when I would get on those double-decker buses. Like, what if we hit on something and we go, you know? So I think that's pretty great.
So I did think of one bus movie because
Yeah.
the fact that Sam made it shuttle bus, I thought of different types of buses, and you guys are going to laugh at this one because this involves a tour bus. And it was also a movie I recommended on our Bugs episode, and that is
Oh.
Dead Ants.
Eh.
Because a majority of it takes place on a tour bus.
We need to reschedule that
Oh.
live.
Yeah, we do.
So that is an awesome movie. I talked about it on Bugs Horror. I will talk about it again because I love this movie. Young Sydney Sweeney, Tom Arnold, hair glam, metallic metal band, trying to like regain fame, end up going to some type of music festival, and I forget how it comes about, but some type of like radioactive whatever makes all of these ants grow supersized, and they cause chaos. But a majority of the movie takes place on a tour bus.
Yes,
Okay.
great. Tour bus, perfect. I think Uncle Peckerhead also has a tour bus.
Yes.
A much smaller one.
Love that movie too. That's a great
Yes.
movie.
Okay, great recommendation there. Bus Party to Hell or Party Bus to Hell. I can't remember which order. Has anyone seen that?
No, but I'm intrigued.
Is that the movie I'm thinking of then? I may
Maybe
have seen
it's
that
on
movie too.
Tara Reid. It's on Tubi, and it's the Mahal brothers, Sonny, Michael Mahal. They've done lots of these types of. They're kind of B movie vibes, but they're starting to get really big budgets. They're known for their insane crowdfunding that they do. So they are brothers, and they work together with the Mahal Empire, and they do like horror, action, adventure movies, and they're all really fun in my opinion. But so they have Bus Party to Hell. That was the first one I saw. And they also have Bermuda Triangle. So that's an airplane one. It starts out in an airplane. Anyway.
Okay.
So any other buses?
Can't think of any more. I was trying to think of more tour bus ideas and I couldn't think of any.
That's a good one. I mean, there's a good, is it a bus or a van in Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Oh, there's the bus in the 2022 one, I think.
Oh, yes. The actual
yeah.
only massacre.
Yes.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes. So you have to give it a shout out for that. What was
Uh-huh.
it? Don't even think, I can't remember what he says. Don't, or you're
Oh, we're
canceled.
gonna cancel
You're so canceled, dude.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We kind of touched on taxis a little bit with Black Cab. Okay, subways. This is a big one. So Midnight Meat Train is kind of a subway, I guess.
Oh,
Metro type thing. I have my personal favorite subway movie ever, but I want to hear from you all first. So what do you think about subways or metros?
I think I kind of put those in my train. So,
Okay.
So I don't think I have any more.
I don't
For
think I
that.
do either.
There's one we watched that takes place at a subway train station.
I thought of that. Yeah, I didn't know if that would count, but yeah, okay.
Is it? What is it?
Cre-
Is it Creep? Yeah, Creep.
Oh yes.
Monster.
Oh yeah.
The 2008, right? Like it's before the other
Right.
Creep movie.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Is
the
it-
non-found footage one.
Is it the woman
Yeah.
from Resident Evil, or is it someone
think
else?
It's not Mila Jokovic.
Is it Franca? What's her name from?
The Faculty.
I can't remember. No. Hold on. Let's see who's in it because that's gonna bug me.
It's 2014.
Is that the
I
right
think.
one?
No.
2004.
No, that's Creep.
Yeah, 2004 is the one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Franca Potente from what you call Born Identity. There you go. Okay, I had to get that, or else it was gonna bug me forever. All right, yeah, Creep. That's a good one. Any others?
Yeah. So if you said subway, the station part, isn't All Hallows Eve and / Terrifier got a huge subway part involved in it? I know All Hallows Eve does.
I
And
can't
then
remember All Hallows Eve at all.
Terrifier, or is it a bus station?
I can't remember now.
It's like, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. There's like the one clip on the VHS tape where Art's sitting on the bench, and
then they actually go down the tunnel where like some stuff is happening. So I think that's All Hallows Eve, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's also sorry, we've kind of segued here, but P2 takes place in a parking garage. If you want to throw that in there, I don't know.
That's a great
We're
movie.
Really getting a little far from transportation. But
that's where you park your car.
There's lots of cars there, and there was a car death in it.
Yeah, absolutely, and a really good one too. In that movie, I mean, we'd said Candyland. That's a truck stop, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I do have a good one for Subway. I mean, there's lots of great Subway moments too. American Werewolf in London, for example, has a really classic Subway moment in there. Drag Me to Hell, the ending has is at the Subway stuff. I love that ending so much. What were some of the other ones I wrote down here? There's Mimic. There's a lot of Subway stuff in Mimic.
There is. I love that movie.
Is she in possession whenever she's going through her crazy thing with the purse? Is she in a Subway when she's doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought so. I think so. So there's lots of those. Yeah. Yes.
That was a scary, scary scene for me. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie, Stigmata.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
So highly recommend that movie. And then their actual, like, she's on a subway, and it's a really intense, creepy scene. Highly recommend that movie. I love that movie.
Okay.
That's a good one. And then there's also a really good scene in Rabid, David Cronenberg's Rabid. There's a great scene on the subway there, or the metro there. What else was it? Oh, Jason Takes Manhattan again. He's on the subway in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yep.
I have that on my list, but for a different reason.
Oh, I know that's coming too.
Isn't there? This is going back to Cars, but isn't there a movie where they get in car accidents and have sex?
Crash.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I haven't seen it, but I know it's Cars.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it down because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the idea of it.
Thought I would throw it out there.
Yeah.
Is that the premise? Like, they purposely get in crashes and have sex?
Yep.
It's a Cronenberg one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I want to see it.
Great. That's
Writing
great.
that down.
Mike's like Candyland, Crash.
And I think my favorite subway one is called End of the Line. This one, I don't remember how I found it. I think someone back when I was on Twitter, someone introduced it to me, but it's very underseen and it's a really surprising one that it takes place on a subway. And I don't want to say much more than that.
End of the Line.
But it's got like creature feature-y, but religious horror aspects as well. So it's really unique. But I really enjoyed it, and I think it's pretty highly rated actually by people who watch it. Okay. Any final spooky subways before we play a little game?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm all right.
All good.
Okay. So this game is going to be helping us get into our next subcategory. I'm going to read you a little riddle, and you're going to guess. Last time we did haikus. These are more just like normal rhyming riddles. And you just guess what the movie is. All right?
Oh.
So here we go. We took a turn, a family trip, through desert lands where horrors grip. The hills are mute, but eyes still see and feed on blood and agony.
Hills have eyes.
Yeah.
So what's the transportation in the Hills Have Eyes?
Oh yeah, it's an RV.
RV, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yes, RVs are a big deal here. So let me ask you another one. Two brothers run with bloodied hands, a hostage in tow across desert sands, a bar of sin where monsters feed. At sundown, the cursed breed.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes, nice. All right, so what's the transportation in that one?
That would also be an RV.
RVs, yes. We got the RVs. Okay. And our last one here. This is the hardest one. We seek the scare, the haunted thrill, on backroads dark and deathly still. But masks that grin may truly bite. Some haunts don't shut down at night.
Oh, House is October built?
Yes,
And it's an
nice.
RV.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
RV horror. Okay, so we got any RV horrors? We've already mentioned those three. So what do we have? If you can think of any, I know that one's kind of.
So I actually have one.
Yes, thank you, and I hope it's the one I'm thinking of.
I don't know, because this is gonna fall into Screen Life / found footage.
Oh, nice.
And it has two names. It is one known as Things Unknown and also Unknown Project. And it is a group of YouTubers who are going to Burning Man and trying to get content from Burning Man, the locals, the people that are attending. But as they are going there, one of the people realizes that they are close to where she used to go camp as a kid, and some weird stuff happens, and it's a very science fiction horror or found footage horror film, and I actually really love this film, and it's pretty creepy. It's got cheesy effects, but I really like this movie. I think it's a great science fiction RV horror film.
Okay.
That sounds fantastic. It sounds real familiar, so I wonder if
What was it
did it
called
come out a long time ago?
It's called, it came out maybe 10-ish years ago. Unknown Project or Things Unknown. On Found TV, I think it's Unknown Project. On Tubi, I think it's Things Unknown, or it might be reversed.
All right, I'm adding that to my watch list for sure.
But
That
it's
sounds-
usually on many free streaming services.
Okay, and you gave it 4 stars, so that's pretty good, high praise.
Yeah, I really like this movie.
Okay. All right. Any other go? Any other RV movies?
Only one I can think of, which I don't recommend, is Motorhome Massacre.
Oh,
$10
that sounds
DVD.
great.
The name alone.
Sounds great, and it has a great cover. And I got the DVD for $10 at the Antique Mall, and oh my gosh, Isaiah, you might actually like this. It's super low budget, lots of boobies. There's one scene where you question if it is a porno or not. And a wild motive at the end for the killer. Like, I was like, really?
That sounds
So if you're
awesome.
looking for dumb fun, like, throw it
Here
out.
for
But
it.
Great. Motorhome Massacre. I'll watch it with Houseboat Massacre. Which I don't think there's even a houseboat in that movie. All right. You gave it half a star.
I reviewed it for channel members too.
Amazing.
I got one more RV and can't talk too much about it. It's not a focal point, but it is in the movie quite a bit. If anyone has seen Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh,
I knew it as soon as you said I can't talk about it.
I haven't seen it
like,
yet.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a few things I thought about during this conversation in that movie that I'm like, damn it, I can't say anything.
So that's
wait.
not, to me, that's not anything that's going to spoil the movie. There's an
Mhm.
RV in the movie. But you all need to go watch that movie, and it is now transportation horror as well.
Yay! I can't wait to see it. Oh my god. Okay, Low Lifes also the RV.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Oh, one of my
Whoa.
favorites.
We gotta get you to see that. Let's watch it tonight.
Yeah,
That's a great.
I think that's a She Made Me Watch, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it? Yeah,
That's
it
what
should be.
that's what you
I
said.
just think you're gonna like it. Everyone likes Low Lives.
Yeah.
It was the start of was it last year? Because Tubi had some banger original movies,
Yeah,
and that was
it
like the
was.
start of it.
The
And it
Last
was-
Exit was one, right? Little Bone
Yep.
Lodge also.
That's a
named.
great one too. Yep.
I got you to watch that and you liked it.
Which one's that one?
That's the one with the mother and daughter and
In the cab.
dad
Yeah,
in the wheelchair.
Yeah. That one was actually really good.
So good.
That's so
Low
good.
Lives.
Yeah. Let's see. Any other RVs? Oh, the toy box is like the Christine. It's where the RV is the killer. So the toy box, it's not good. It's not good. I gave it half a star as well. It's like you have such a great premise. You can't ruin it by taking it too seriously or being boring or something. Like you don't want to get too deep into drama about your characters. Just be silly. I have another riddle for you here. She floats alone, lost in the sea, a rusty tomb of mystery. Salvage turns to cursed regret, one golden prize, one bloody debt. Many bloody heads.
Ghost Ship?
Ghost Ship, yes.
Okay. I'm like, it sounds Ghost Shippy to me.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Ghost Ship is great. All right, so we have Boats, which is let's just put all the shark movies in there because there you go. But I did want to bring one up, which is unique because it's in a shark like franchise, Open Water, but there's the one without a shark. I think Open Water 2 or 3 or something. The one where they all are playing in the boat, and then they jump out of the boat and forget to lower the ladder.
And they're stuck in the water. Yeah.
I love that concept so much because it's like so original, and I think it's based on a true story. Actually,
Is that the found footage one?
Is it? I think it might.
Because one of the Open Waters, I think it's the third one, is a found footage movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember now if it might have some found footage moments in it. But yeah, so we're kicking off Boats. Ghost Ship has one of the best opening scenes in any horror movie ever. So we have to give Boats their due. Take it away.
Triangle. It's a really good psychological boat movie. I haven't seen it in a while, so if anyone wants to branch out on that, they can.
I need to rewatch that movie because so my friend and I, for like a whole year, we were just every week picking a random movie and watching it and kind of dissecting it together before we even knew what like podcasting and doing all this stuff was. And that was one of the movies, and I absolutely hated it. Like, hated it, didn't understand it, didn't like it. And then when I got on Twitter and found my real horror community, and everyone's like, Triangle, so underrated, Triangle, amazing. I'm like, is this the Triangle that I'm thinking of? And it is. And everybody that I know who I'm like, I respect their opinion so much, everyone is like, this is such a great movie. And I'm like, do I need to rewatch this? Because I don't understand what other people saw in this movie, because I didn't understand this movie at all. At all. It went so over my head that I'm like, no, I can't. I don't get this movie.
Oh, wow.
Brendan, you liked it too, right?
Yeah, it's good.
I can't remember it very well, honestly. I just remember that I liked it. However, I will say it was also in that wine period. So take that for what it is. Okay, Triangle. Any other boats?
I got a Shudder original, which is Blood Vessel.
Yes, great. I love that. What is Blood Vessel? No one watches that movie.
Yeah, so I just threw it on because I think I'd seen the trailer, or at least the cover. The cover art is so sweet, but it is about British soldiers stuck at sea, and they aboard a Nazi ship that vampires have taken over.
Did I watch that with you?
No, and it's got Alyssa Sutherland too from Evil Dead Rise in one of her first roles. It's a
Yeah,
very
that's
good movie.
like underrated, underseen, I think, and I think that the vampires look really good in that movie.
I like that they actually look like bats. They got
Yes,
they got like the bat features.
exactly. It kind of has like a Last Voyage of the Demeter vibe, where you have the vampire on the boat, but you also have the bat-like vampire, which is my favorite. I like whenever you have the merging of the human form with the animal form to create some hybrid. I think that's really cool. Did anyone else see Blood Vessel?
I know I watched it. I honestly don't remember too much of it, but I do remember the designs of the vampires, and I did really like that.
Okay.
But I don't remember too much about it.
Yeah, nice one, Brendan. I like Blood Vessel a lot. That was on my list as well. Did anyone watch? Maybe Sam, I talked to you about this. Maybe The Haunting of the Queen Mary on Hulu.
Is that with Gary Oldman?
No, no one that you would ever know is in this movie. It's just
Is
like
that the one that's like 2 hours long?
I
Or
think
over 2
so.
hours?
I think so. Like it's just so fucking long.
It's
And
like
I
an
feel-
Agatha Christie adaptation, right?
Yes, and a very poor one. I think so. But it has so much promise, and there's some really good moments in it. But it's kind of hard to watch. But I thought I'd throw it out in there just because it's one of the most famous haunted boats, at least I think it's in the United States. But yeah, The Haunting of the Queen Mary. Any other boats?
Yes, I have one that I saw this year, and I had a great time with it. So public domain horror is really taking off, and we got a movie about Steamboat Willie called Screamboat.
Was it good?
I enjoyed it. I had a fun time with it because it really did not take itself seriously. It knew what type of movie it was. It played into how silly it was. I personally, the only thing I had a small problem with, and I use that word specifically, was I was very surprised at how small the character was.
Howard Thornton, right?
Yes. And
Okay,
he did
yeah,
a
I
great
wanna see
job.
that.
He did a great job, as always, being a character actor. The acting, there were a lot of not great acting in this movie, but I don't expect there to be. But there were some gnarly kills, a silly storyline, and then a ridiculous way of fixing the problem. But I had a good time with this movie. I really did. If you like the public domain horror movies and you're not like, no one's thinking these are like gold star movies, but if you're just looking for a quick hour and a half to have a fun time, Screamboat is it. Screamboat is it. And it has great characters in a bad way. Like they're so annoying that you're so satisfied when they die.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Screamboat, and I think there's another one that's kind of like that.
Mouseboat Massacre
Okay.
is another one. Not as great, so I won't talk too much about that one.
Okay, I gotcha.
All right, I've got one more boat one. I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't say too much, but I did really like it. We both liked it. Harpoon.
I just wrote that down.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's
I
got
don't think I
the
saw
guy that
that.
plays Eli from Degrassi, isn't it?
Yes.
But it's a couple and their friend, and they go on a boat, and yeah.
Oh,
It's
wait.
been a
Can't
while
say
since
too
I've
much.
seen it.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It's a good
too.
movie.
Yeah.
It's just
There's
amazing.
so many good boat movies.
Amazing comedic narration too. Oh, it's so funny.
Let me see.
But it's super dark. It's a dark movie.
Yes.
Thank God there's that narration for some levity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that looks really good. Yeah, let me add that to my watch list. There is Dead Sea. Has anyone heard of that?
Oh, yeah. Because it has another name too, I think. Is that the newer one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Did you watch that? I thought we talked about that, Sam.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to. When I watched the trailer, I was like, this is my shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. But everything that happened in the trailer is what I like. They didn't go
It's
further
the
than
most
that.
exciting part for sure.
So
Yeah.
I was like,
They kind of dropped the ball
but-
on that. There's some really good setup and
Mhm.
it's a good premise and the execution
Yeah.
is kind of lame. Yeah. But that takes place on a boat somewhere out there. And then I had what was the last? Oh, this is the very first movie I ever watched on Shudder, actually. Because I downloaded Shudder in beta phase and back in 2015 on my phone. That was the only way you could get it. And so I downloaded it because I wanted to watch Willow Creek, the found footage movie, and it was the only place that had it. So I was like, I really want to see this. But I ended up watching Donkey Punch first. Has anyone seen that?
That name
It's on
sounds
my
so
watch
familiar.
list. It's on my watch list. I've seen the trailer.
It sounds familiar for a reason. Yeah, Donkey Punch. Great movie. It's like a feel bad movie, I would say. So I think Sam, you would really like this movie.
That's why it's on my watch list, I
Yeah,
guess.
Donkey Punch. Never heard of that.
It's like rich, privileged kids doing something really stupid and then just making it so much worse for no reason. But it's really well done.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that down again. There's a movie coming out that I'm very excited for that takes place on a boat that I'm going to bring up, Dangerous Animals.
I knew
And
you were
on
gonna
June
bring that up.
6th,
wanted to
I
bring it
am
up too.
going to be seated. I'm so excited.
Please.
I was
That
going to bring
director.
that up, and I'm so glad that you did, because every time I see it, I do think of you, because I didn't hear of this movie until you were talking about it. And then I looked up the trailer. I'm like, I need to see this. This looks so good.
Just amazing.
Every time the full so I watch the teaser trailer, and every time we go to the movies and the full trailer comes on, I'm like sitting like this because I'm like, I don't want to see anymore. I just want the whole movie. And the movies that he did previously, like Devil's Candy and The Loved
So
One,
good.
are both just so good. So I'm just so excited.
The Loved Ones is so disturbing. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Lola.
I love her. She's like, to me, she's like Annie Wilkes from Misery or something. She's just
Yeah.
she's too much. But Misery has a car crash at the beginning that sets everything in motion. Okay. Let's move from boats, unless there's any other boats.
I have two more that I can do real quick. This is the
I
one
got
where I
one
was
too.
going to do Jason Takes
Oh, yes.
Manhattan.
Oh, duh. Yes, of course.
Because that did not take place in Manhattan. It took place on a boat for most of the movie for me. Even though I think, were you guys the one that brought it up in your live that it actually was like kind of equal in length of how long they were on the
Probably
That was me because
Mhm.
everyone talks about how it takes place on the boat and he's never in Manhattan. So I was shocked when I watched it for the first time last month or the month before at how much he actually was in Manhattan, because I was like, no, you guys are all wrong. He does spend time in the city.
Because, I mean, he does, but for some reason, like, I think we just expected it to be way more New York, that it's like half the movie does feel like it's the whole movie then. Because I heard you, because I caught that live, and when you said that, I'm like, was he in it that much?
I think it's just the way I was told about it
Yeah.
was it's on a boat the whole movie. So then when I hear that, I'm thinking
Right.
he doesn't even spend time in the city, right?
Yeah.
So anyway.
And then the final movie I have is Sea Fever.
Oh,
That was my
It is-
movie.
oh, really? Did
Yeah.
I see that?
Sounds familiar.
We watched it. Long time ago, though.
I think it's on Hulu still, or I don't know where you can find it, but I do know it's all out there. And it is a great sea, water related, boat related, viral related horror film. I remember being very grossed out watching it, very unnerved. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really well done movie.
Mm-hmm.
That looks amazing.
It's almost Lovecraftian mixed with like
Yeah.
some contagion. Yeah, it's a very like surreal feeling. Yeah, you're just watching these characters
That's cool.
go at each other almost. It's been a while since we've watched it too, but I just thought about it too.
Yeah.
It has a great cover too. I love that. Let's go to elevators.
Yes.
Because we knew I put this whole thing together so that I could talk about Down, which is one of the silliest, most over-the-top transportation horror movies you will ever see in your life. And it's directed by the same dude who did Amsterdam. So it's like a Dutch horror movie, I think, but it's filmed in New York during the same year as 9/11 is when this movie came out, like a few months before 9/11. And yet it's about, and the Twin Towers are in the movie, and it's like about this evil elevator that's tossing people over the side of the building. I just think it's wild to watch this movie in a post 9/11 world. Has anyone seen Down?
Nope.
Yep, we watched it.
We watched it last week for this.
Yep.
I actually didn't finish the last 20 minutes because I was tired.
You didn't finish it at all?
No, I finished part of it, and then I didn't end up finishing the whole thing.
Oh, you didn't even see the ending then?
No.
Oh, it's wild.
Oh.
Yeah, this. I kept thinking that this was.
No, wait, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I rated it on Letterboxd. I'm like, wait a minute. No, the next day I finished it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
This definitely feels. I thought this was a made-for-TV movie.
Yes, it feels that way.
Yeah, because it has these long like black cutaways that I feel like that's like a commercial break. And this cast is unreal.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. Every time I was like, every 10 minutes, I was like, this person's in here, this person's in here. Like, what the fuck is this movie?
It makes
But
no
yeah,
sense.
it was a surprisingly fun time. It felt very reminiscent of something that was probably should have been made in the 80s and written by Stephen King. But yeah, it was fun.
They did make it in the 80s, I think. The original one was The Lift, and that was in the Netherlands, I think. And then he remade his own movie, and that's the one that we're talking about. That and it just has some of the craziest scenes I've ever seen. Like when they're falling down on the elevator and all the people are screaming, and like the deaths in this movie are just wild to me. And that one scene where that one guy's in the elevator and the elevator shoots up to the top like 200 floors and then throws him out over the end, and then he falls all the way back down 200
Yeah.
floors.
I have one, and I'm glad you made this a category because I thought this was going to be in my miscellaneous. A movie that I really love. It doesn't get the same amount of love back from a lot of people, but I really love this movie, and especially as an elevator movie, Devil. I know it was produced by M. Night Shyamalan, but I don't know who directed it. I love this movie. I love religious horror. I love claustrophobic horror, and they're stuck in there. They're trapped with the devil. It's such a, to me, I really love this movie. I don't understand the hate that it gets, but I really enjoy it. I think there's some very unsettling scenes, and for people who do love religious horror, I think there are some really creepy aspects to it. I really enjoy this movie so much.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely. That was on my list as well, so thanks for bringing this up. Have you guys seen Devil?
I have, but it's been a very long time and I don't remember it. So it's actually on my watch list for like this year. I need to watch it.
Yeah. I remember who the devil is, and that's basically about it. I haven't seen this movie, I don't think, since high school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's older. I forgot how old it is. Has anyone seen The End with the question mark? It's an Italian zombie movie. It's a recent one, actually, not one of the older ones. Like when I think Italian zombies, I immediately go back to the 80s. But this is a newer. It takes place in an elevator. Person gets stuck in there during a zombie outbreak, and that's it.
Okay.
Write that down.
Well, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
That's pretty clever, and nothing overwhelming, nothing terrible. Just pretty good, I would say.
I have a movie I want to bring up. It's
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's Disney, but it scared me when I was a kid. Tower of Terror. I have to bring it up. It was my favorite ride at the park. I loved the movie. I used to watch
Great
it at my
movie.
neighbors, and it would scare me. And I watched something recently that reminded me of it that I'm not gonna bring up because I don't want to talk about it. But it scared me as a kid, so I wanted to bring it up, even though it's not actually horror or scary. But
that's
you know.
It's gateway horror to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw our reactions to it whenever you brought it up. That's like very deep horror memory. That's how we get into this stuff for sure.
I love it.
It's one I want to rewatch soon.
Me too.
Okay. Have you been on Tower of Terror, the ride?
Yeah, many times. It was my favorite.
Great stuff. Okay, let's get into our miscellany unless there's any others for that category.
So I have a movie. I don't know if it's not in elevator, but it's sort of like an elevator. I don't know if I should just put it in miscellaneous.
Go for it.
But it's a unique way of transportation because it wasn't meant for transporting people. It was meant for transporting food. And people started using it to try to find a way to escape. And this is the platform, because I do think that it is technically transportation. I just didn't know if it would be considered elevator, but it is like a lift.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the original idea for it was that they use this platform to deliver food to the inmates at a prison. And basically, it's food, and as it goes up or down, I forget the way that it starts, but the further up you are, the less food you get. You get the scraps and stuff, and then some inmates just find a way they create an idea to use the platform to try and escape, and then they end up like there's a whole bunch of killing and all this other stuff that's happening. It's a really cool movie. I watched it a while ago. I do know they made a sequel. I haven't seen it yet, but platform is a really fun, gross, awesome movie.
I love that concept too, and it just like I think it's just a really good satire or social commentary. At least I'm not sure if satire is the right word, but yeah, that's interesting. The lift, like I was thinking of dumbwaiters when you were saying that. Dumbwaiters come up a lot in horror movies, it seems. In miscellaneous category, here we go. I'm just gonna rattle a couple off, and then you can rattle off whatever you want. The hearse. Hearse has come up a lot in horror movies for obvious reasons, but there is a horror movie called The Hearse. And actually, I haven't seen it, so I just wanted to throw it out there.
Dead End has a hearse in it too.
And
collects the bodies.
Yeah.
That's right. So I can't remember. I read the plot, and I can't remember if it's someone driving around killing people in a hearse, or if it's the possessed hearse. So there you go. All right, who wants to go next?
I just thought of one while we were talking about the platform, because you said something about how it lifts, and I thought of a ski lift, and I thought of Frozen.
That's
Love
my
that movie.
miscellaneous.
Oh,
Hey, it was on
sorry.
mine too.
I literally just thought of it now because
Adam
you said
Green.
the lift.
I
Yes.
love that.
Love that movie. Such a good movie.
It was recommended to me by my one of my freshman literature professors in college, and that was when I was introduced to Adam Green. before I realized he was the same person who did Hatchet. So that's great. I love that. What is Frozen about for people who don't know?
It's a group of friends that go up on a ski lift, and it's like the long weekend or something, and they're like the last people to go up on the lift, and they're not actually supposed to be on there, and obviously they end up getting stuck up there, and it's a survival movie of them trying to get down. I watched it for the first time in my early 20s on a little laptop, and there's one scene that stuck with me for a couple days because I wasn't as desensitized back then, and I was just like, my stomach hurt when it happened and everything. So yeah, that it's very I guess nostalgic in a way for me because of that.
It is. It's a great movie. And Break is another ski lift movie. It's a funicular. I can't remember what those are, how to say that, but it's a Russian horror movie called Break, and it's New Year's Eve, so it's also a New Year's horror movie, but it's a group of friends who go spend New Year's Eve on one of those things, and they get stuck there. Yeah.
Oh, I think I heard of that. Yeah.
But they're over a much higher expanse, so it's like they're like over a canyon instead of just like I mean, that other drop is pretty far in Frozen, but this one is like the Grand Canyon. It's really you would be completely demolished if you fell out of that. Okay. Any other ski lifts? Miscellany? Brendan, you got any miscellaneous ones?
Come back to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mike, you got some more miscellaneous?
I do. It should have been added to the boat category because the minute you said riverboat, I had Anaconda. Also,
the whole movie is on a boat. Yeah.
Riverboat, they're on the boat majority of the time. They're going up the Amazon River. Right? That's the one they were going up Amazon.
I think so.
The original crew is looking for a specific tribe in the Amazon to do a documentary, and then they meet this bounty hunter or some kind of unique character who's hunting an anaconda, and they find the anaconda. And a whole bunch of shit happens, and it's pretty awesome, and it's got a whole bunch of people who were big in the 90s. Like, it's a who's who of random people in the 90s making this movie. They are remaking this movie that should be coming out at the end of this year with, is it Jack Black and Paul Rudd?
Yep.
Doesn't it come out Christmas?
It comes out Christmas Day.
I'm still going to go see it. But the minute I found out it was them, my heart sank.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going to be the type of movie that I want it or need it to be.
No.
I'm just nervous it's going to be like Jumanji.
It's going to be Jumanji, I promise you. That's the take they're going to do, because I don't think Jack Black is capable of doing anything else at this point of his career.
Say, there's a Japanese remake that came out last year.
Oh,
I heard about that. Someone on Blue Sky posted it, but I couldn't find any way to find it.
I haven't looked it up either, but yeah, I thought the trailer looked really good.
There was another one. Some famous director is doing a snake movie, and I can't remember who it is, but it's going to be called Titan, about the Titanoboa or something. I can't remember.
Sweet. Well, it's like we're getting like Python back into the system here. I love that. Like big budget.
Yeah,
Python.
I want that stuff. Oh wait, okay. Horror movie Titan from director Mike P. Nelson. That's right. So a really good horror director. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Snakes are not transportation unless you do happen to catch a ride on an anaconda. They're big enough for that. Danny Trejo is the first death in Anaconda, I think, and he should have just jumped on the back of him whenever he curled up that thing. Okay, we're almost done here. Creep van, because I'm a van life guy. We need more van life horror movies. I'm not going to give away my ideas for them or the ones that I've written already. But Creep Van is one, but no one's done van life horror movie in the way that it needs to be done. because no one who has lived the van life has made a van life horror movie. So let's talk
on
about
you.
that when it's done. All right. There is a van life horror movie. It's called Camp Host, another Tubi original. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, it takes
Yes,
place
I
in
did.
someone's van. Yeah, they go camping, and she's a crazy camp host.
Is it with
Okay.
Scout Taylor Compton?
No.
Okay. I thought it was. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie then.
Yeah, I can't remember who's in it, but it's not her. But I recommend it. I think it's fun. Very Tubi originally esque.
Okay.
Not perfect, but it's really fun. The Ambulance.
Oh.
That's on my
Also-
buy list. I haven't seen it.
Oh, also
that just
directed
come
by.
out?
No, this is like the 70s or 80s.
Okay.
But it was directed by Larry Cohen, who did The Stuff and Cue the Winged Serpent and Pick Me Up, that episode I was talking about. The Ambulance, the tagline of this movie is, "You'll be in perfect health before you die." So it sounds really good. I haven't seen it, but it's a slasher. So
That's
there you
fun.
go. Any other random ones?
We got the escalator scene from Final Destination 4.
Yes.
Yes.
The Final
Yes.
Destination.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's at the very end. It's the second premonition that
Is it hair?
in that
Hair
movie.
scalping?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I love how they just like Final Destination movies, they know like the exact thing about the thing. Like everyone's thing about escalators is going to be that because there's nothing else it could be. You know? It's like
Yeah.
that's the only thing that could get stuck in there and cause you to get so fucked.
That's good.
Well, maybe not the only thing, but anyway. Any other miscellany?
Yes, I have one last one, and I guess I would call it another tour bus, but not like a tour bus. There is a found footage film called Safari, and
Okay.
it takes place. I want to say it's Africa, and they're going on a safari, and they're in those little safari buses that have the top and everything, and it breaks down, and they're stuck with all the live wild animals, and they're being hunted, and then they have to survive. I don't remember too much of it, but I do remember enjoying it. I do want to give it another rewatch. But yeah, that's one that I just thought of as well because I was like trying to think of the Safari one because I was originally thinking of Beast with Idris Elba because that's not too much, but he was stuck in a car with his daughters against a lion.
That's the one I thought of as soon as you said Safari. I was like, oh, that lion one.
Yeah, it's similar, but this one's found footage.
Okay.
I think it's 2015-ish. I'm not entirely sure, but that's my last one.
Amazing. That's a great recommendation. I got so many good recommendations today. There's another one. Oh, Killdozer. So that's a bulldozer. I think it's an evil bulldozer. I don't think that's someone driving it, killing people. I think it's the possessed bulldozer. You have Killer Cart. I asked about this one in the group chat because I wasn't sure. We were transporting food with a shopping cart, but you could put young children in there too whenever they're babies. So Killer Cart is
that's
the one.
true. Here's a huge visual.
I find that highly satisfying. It's only 15 minutes long, and I think it's in the Hilarious. I think it's in that anthology, so it's pretty enjoyable. Rubber. That's part of transportation.
I thought about that one, but we haven't seen it. But I was like, does that count?
I know. I thought about it too.
Rubber is pretty good. Have you seen Rubber, Mike?
I have not. Surprisingly, I have not seen that one.
It's pretty good. I don't think it's amazing, but it's the thing that gets us going. And without that, we wouldn't have society, and without society, we'd probably be better off. But we wouldn't have any movies, so we wouldn't even be here today if it wasn't for rubber. Oh, I was going to ask you, if you could get killed by any of these transportations, if you had to be killed by any of these transportations that we talked about today, which one would you choose?
Cable car. I don't know why. It just popped in my head first.
Okay, that's good.
Oh my god, maybe a transport truck because it'll just hit me and be over with.
You'll explode.
I don't know. A plane would
Yeah.
just be traumatizing, but then you die anyway, so it's not traumatizing because you're dead.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd probably, I don't know. I was gonna say plane.
Are you?
Yeah.
That'd probably be pretty instantaneous. It's better than any of these creature feature movies where you get suddenly torn apart or something like that.
Mhm.
So, I think transportation is more likely to kill us than any of these creatures, but it would be more instantaneous. So maybe that's a blessing. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me in the Bitter Wolf Cave to talk about transportation terror, and maybe do it again in the future. And we'll talk about Dead Ant one of these days.
Yes.
Yes.